G'day. I'm Blake Williams. Welcome to The Scene. This show is all about great Australian and West Australian music. And of course, you can subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. You get a notification every time there's a brand new episode, which is 7 o'clock every single Sunday night. You can also find us on social media as well, on Facebook, on Instagram at The Scene Music TV. You'll see that on screen as well. Find us and find out who is coming on our brand new season of The Scene. We're going to get into that very, very shortly. And big news today as well. Our end of season concert just announced today, featuring the Murphy Brothers, Joan and the Giants, and the band behind me you're about to see on tonight's show. It is Friday, June 4, right here at The Scene. Tickets are $20. Details, just jump onto our Facebook page. But tonight, absolutely love these guys. The name is Scarlet's Way. The new track debuted at number 4 on the iTunes charts, and last week was the 8th most downloaded track to Australian radio nationwide. Very, very cool. Please, in the studio, give it up for Scarlet's Way. This is Right On.
He opens up the door. He walks down the street with black gloves on his hands and velvet to his feet. He's been here before, he's married to the songs he sings, dreaming for something big, pouring his heart into everything. Don't have a family, with no need for security. The stars in her eyes, bright lights and neon signs. She grew up at 17, with tales of all the things she's seen. A long way from home and going it alone. Every trunk and bar and brawl, you can bet he's seen them all, and play till last call. Oh yeah, he joked that one day he'd have dreamed his life away. When love is come and gone, with every song he's working on. Dreams don't come easy, no. He says songs don't come cheap. Oh yeah, and I'm sorry to disappoint you, yeah. But we're in way too deep, way too deep. Why, yeah, we just arrived. And
on the scene tonight. How good was that? It sounded amazing, didn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Very good stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Right On is the new single. We'll talk about the single in just a moment because it's kind of blown up, as the kids say, on the charts, in lots of different charts. And we'll talk about the whole thing in just a moment. But let's go back to the start for you guys, because you both started performing and getting into music really young. Shayne, you were 12. Katey, you were 3. 3. I mean, that's really, really young. How did you get into music at 3?
I don't remember it, so I'm taking my mum's word for it.
What did she say?
So I was in the Little Aussie Smilers competition, and I won 3 ribbons, one for modelling, dancing and singing. And
when you were 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
all right.
3 or 4. I might have been 4.
Okay.
I mean, anyway, and then I went up to the States in the city, in Perth, and I got up on stage and I cried and I ran off stage.
Wait, so you won this in Australia and went to America?
No, just from in Mandurah up to Perth.
Oh.
Whoa.
Step that back a little.
When you said you went to the
sure.
States, I assumed you meant the United States,
No.
not just further in the States
Yeah,
that you currently live
Sorry,
in.
state competition. Yeah, wow.
But you can see how I got confused with that one. Okay, so you started quite young.
Yeah, and then it's gotten better since I ran off.
What beauty competitions were you in, Shayne?
I'm
3?
enrolling next week.
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
I'm working on it.
But you got into music at 12, right?
I started learning guitar when I was about 12. I think my parents enrolled me in organ lessons when I was 3. And if you played well, there's a little lolly jar on top of the thing. And I just wanted a lolly, but I didn't want to practice, so didn't get any lollies, quit. But started playing guitar at 12. I started gigging in pubs when I was 14. So trial by fire there, you know.
What kind of attracted to you though? Like a 12-year-old, you want to be out kicking footballs and all that kind of stuff and doing other What is it that made you want to really dedicate time to learning something like the guitar or music, for that matter?
I think I was average at football. No, I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. I didn't really have a massive impetus for it. It's just sort of something that I enjoyed playing. Yeah.
What about singing for you, Katey?
Probably The Little Mermaid.
Oh.
It had to be Ariel. I watched it enough.
Yeah.
Sung along to her and yeah.
Is musical theatre anything you'd ever thought of doing?
I was into it. When I was 13, I got in my first play, and then around about when I was 16, I stopped doing that. I thought I was really bad at acting, and I am.
It's half the job, I guess.
And I was just like, I just want to sing. So I got back into being in a band when I was about 21. So.
Yep. So music had been there. Of course, Scarlet's Way came along. Americana, I guess, is the style that people associate with this kind of music. What is Americana? How do you describe it?
I describe it as music from America's South. So over in Australia especially, there's very strictly country, blues, rock, this sort of thing. In America, there's this style of Americana where it's kind of a mix of soul, country, blues, classic rock, the Eagles, Fleetwood Mac, bands like that would kind of probably fall in an Americana category these days. So that's what I put on our little thing, and just to make people ask that question. Really.
Well, thank you. What attracts you to that style of music? What is it about that you... because it's very much a songwriting style. I think the forefront of the songs that I see as Americana and what you do is you could play them on acoustic guitar, that sound great. You play them in a band, they sound great. There's harmonic elements and rhythmic elements that aren't just really simple. It seems to be quite, overall, quite complicated and complex.
I think we're fans of so many different types of music, and the fact that our Americana encompasses so many of them, I guess that's what attracted us to it.
Yeah, and sounds as well. I love guitar sounds, Hammond organ, that sort of thing, and that's really prevalent in the music. So we get to sort of write a classic rock, southern kind of ballad thing, like Right On was, and put all those elements in there and sell it off as a style, which is cool.
What about country music in Australia or Americana music in Australia? In America, country music is the #1 selling style of music, which is incredible. The money is insane. In Australia, we're developing an amazing country music scene. What's it like from your perspective being in it?
You want handball?
Handballing it to me. It's great. We've been over east a lot. There's a lot of festivals up and down the east coast that we've been to, and it's a huge country scene over that side, and also over here, Boyup and Bridgetown. It all encompasses country as well.
A huge alt country scene in Perth, and that's kind of Americana as well. A lot of times when you fill in festival applications, it says Americana /alt country.
Right.
So they see that as that kind of thing.
Well, you guys have travelled as well, not only to the East Coast and Boyup and that kind of stuff, but you've gone to America, travelled around there, to Nashville. of course, the famous Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, which is where, you know, every country music superstar has cut their teeth. Remember being in Nashville and on the day going, oh, I'm going to go to the Bluebird Cafe, and then realising you need to book like 48 years before because you cannot get a ticket at all. How did you end up on that stage? It's it's where Dolly Parton was. It's it's incredible. How did you end up there?
We were over there for Americana Fest. Sounds Australia took us over as an artist, but we enrolled really late, so we didn't get a spot on that bill. And so while we were there was an open mic, and you know it's the same thing. You have to get up at 6 a.m. and start calling, and they take the first 20 people, and that's it. And yeah, so to try and get on that stage is a mission. And we got up at 6 a.m. and got through.
Wow, what was the reception like?
It's an unbelievable venue to be able to play. They probably fit about 70 people in there, and it's a tiny little cafe. It's got some of the pews from the Roman Auditorium at the back of it and stuff.
So cool. And
I remember playing and thinking, if I dropped my guitar pick on the carpet, I reckon you'd hear it hit. You know,
wow.
it was silent, and everyone sort of patiently watching the performance. And coming from a place where it's play horses and then they'll keep hitting the pool cue, it was kind of, yeah, it was an interesting thing, and I loved it. It was awesome.
You'll hear the pick, but you won't find it ever.
No,
yeah,
that's
right.
another
gone.
dimension.
Yeah.
Oh, what an app! You'll never forget that experience. Quite amazing. Of course, what's next for Scarlet's Way? So, new single, which you're about to get up on stage and play with the rest of the boys, is out shortly. What's the plan for the next, say, 12 months?
So we've written about 8-ish songs over the whole COVID time. We want to put an album together. One of my bucket list ticks would be to have an album on vinyl. So
yeah, right.
Yeah,
look out for that.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to join us for our Scene concert in a couple of weeks' time as well. Tickets are for sale right now on our Facebook page. You can get all the details on there. But please, in the studio, give it up for Scarlet's Way, ladies and gentlemen. Shayne and Katey. And of course, the band are going up on stage as well, and they're going to take us out tonight with Doing It for Love. It is the brand new single. One more time. This is Scarlet's Way on the Scene. Round of applause.
You say to do only as you can see. Seeing fit to take your 10 years to the next year. It's always out of control, always doing what I've been told. You can thank me later on, it's doing it for love. Working 9 to 5 to give you all of my passion. My heart and cash may warrant just a little reaction. Now you got me doing things I wouldn't do, putting all of my faith into you, wasting my dimes on a lie or two, but you're doing it for love. Oh, now up and take it up. What kind of spell do you think I'm on? All this time you were never mine, but hey, you're doing it for love. Well, seeing all the things that you made to me, well, like a broken record, I heard it endlessly. Now you never wanna take a stand, and I can give you all they can. Nothing shakes a mission man when you're doing it for love. Oh, line up and take a look. What kind of spell do you think I'm on? All this time you were never mine, but hey, you're doing it for love. Well, just a little reaction, don't you think? Well, line up and take a number. What kind of spell do you think I'm on? All this time you were never
Scarlet's Way on the scene. Well, amazing job, amazing job. And next week on the show, our very last episode for the season as well. It is 46 Brigade. Of course, the tickets for our concert are on sale right now. You can check it out on the Facebook page for The Scene Music TV. Catch you next Sunday night. Thank you so much.
You're doing